Ow, right in the testicles. Ooh. I suppose there is no time quite like the present. I probably could have chosen a warmer day to do this, but fucking Jesus, my fingers. Oh, they're cold. Yeah, you can feel it without a fairing. Fucking Jesus. I didn't even scratch anything over 70 just then, and it was quite fucking cold. Also a lot of wind resistance on my chest and face. Oh well. I mean, I expected as such. Whenever you speak to someone about an unfairinged bike, they always say, look, you're going to get battered, so get used to it. And they're right. But I wasn't expecting a sports bike from this. I was expecting a comfortable commuter that was a little bit more forgiving. I wasn't expecting it to be so fucking temperamental. But yeah. No, it turns out, through my readings, obviously this bike has what's known as a wet clutch, for those of you who aren't in the know. That is that this bike's clutch is integrated into the internal oil system of the engine. And therefore it sits in engine oil all the time. Ah, there's a van! It's alright. So yeah, with that, if you get any impurities in your oil, or you're not burning off excess liquid from your oil, it will cause your clutch to seize occasionally, or become completely fucking melted together. So you've got to make sure the bike is run efficiently and is always up to temperature before you ride away. At least that's what I understand from my readings. I may be completely fucking wrong. We have to remember this. I am an idiot. When in doubt, always remember that I'm a fucking idiot. My fucking hands are freezing. It seems like summer has well and truly fucked off now. I mean, it's a beautiful sky. But yeah, we've just had constant on and off storms, occasional sunny days, and the temperature over the last week has plummeted. Like so much so that even I, a male with a fur coat of his own, was thinking, fucking hell, me nips. Because it has got considerably colder. Like normally, I'm quite comfortable just strolling around the house in a pair of shorts. As I'm sure most men are, because of the extra fur layer we've got on our bodies, we generally do tend to cover ourselves in less garments for comfort's sake. But fucking hell, even I was thinking, oh, trousers and a t-shirt for today. And again, this morning is no different. It's very noticeable. She's had a damn good burn now. That's what I wanted for it. I'm gonna have to, on my days off, go for a damn good ride. This being in lockdown and doing extra hours and shit has really messed her about, to be fair, because I wasn't having so many clutch issues until I stopped using the bike as much. and it became like literally short runs everywhere. So to prevent it happening again, I am going to have to run this bitch hard. I'm also going to have to check the oil again, just in case it's dropped in its level, or if it's crudded up with extra shit from the engine. It may require just a quick oil change again, which is very simple to do. I just rather hoped it wouldn't come to that. But if there's been a build-up of crud and nastiness in the engine, I'll have to run it like a motherfucker for a few weeks, just like hammer it everywhere, loosen off the nasty crap, and then do another oil change, and then hopefully that'll get most of it out, he says. I found the only way to really clean an engine is to take the fucking thing apart, but I don't really have that option because I'm fucking skint. And I say fucking skint because I am fucking skint. Whee! No, had to replace an oven the other week, about a month ago now, and that set me back a glorious £600, so I am on the borderline of fucking, you know, food banks and no food. Families. Grumble, grumble, grumble. So yeah. It's unfortunate, but that's the way family life goes, as most of you will probably know. If you don't want it to happen, and it'll fuck up your life massively if it does, you can guarantee it will. Like, I'm not even getting into it because it'll just turn into a rant and I'm nearly home. I did go a different way for you though, didn't I? Yeah. Haha. But yeah, a lot of the roads I ride on are just small roads like these, so I think I'm just going to have to start on my night shift just going that way to work. But at the same time, that is a road that normally has a smash on it. I mean, I went up that way the other day in the car, and believe it or not, there was a fucking smash on it. So, although it is a long flowing road, it isn't always fast moving. Oh my fucking nuts. So it's counterproductive sometimes to go that way because you end up stuck in a queue of cars. Although I suppose the engine would get considerably warmer doing that. Fuck. As I was... why does that always happen when I'm starting a video? Anyway, as I was saying this morning, these bikes, unfortunately, they're not as refined or as machined as, you know, the Ninja or some of the other modern bikes. And unfortunately, these little bikes are workhorses. You do have to treat them mean to keep them keen, if you know what I mean. You've got to thrash them every now and again. You've got to get them on the road more often, which I don't mind as such. I just wish it was a different, you know, pandemic climate, if you know what I mean. I wish it was a little bit more relaxed. Because it really does put a dampener on things when you can't really go anywhere and you have to carry masks and things. Not to mention my work schedule, because of the pandemic, has just been all over the place. So it's really fucked the world about for me. But going forwards, even though we're in the fucking, like, it's September tomorrow for me. Probably already September for yourselves by the time I get my lazy ass around to editing this video. So, you know, it's one of them. It's the year has passed by. It's now getting cold again. I only just found my summer gloves as summer ended, so shit happens on that. But it's going to be about getting out a bit more now. If I have a day off where I'm not required to do anything or not required for the kids, I will just say see ya, grab my bag and fuck off for the day. You know, go out, maybe go blast up to the Horseshoe Pass and then go home again. You know, just little things like that, just to get the bike out and about a bit more. Because this, although I've been doing 14 miles a day when I go to work, it's not strenuous, and the engine barely has time to get warm because of it. It's basically just meh work, meh home, meh, like that. Because I noticed in the car the other day I'd barely gotten to work and it wasn't even up to operating temperature yet, and I sat on the driveway letting it warm first, so it just speaks volumes about how little use the engine is actually getting, which means she is going to start suffering from, you know, not burning off excess liquid from the fuel, not burning off shit that builds up in the oil. The oil will start to clog, and then other problems start to form. I mean, I've got to lube my chain again because it's been a few weeks, and we have had literally for the last, Jesus Christ, can't even tell you how long, like on-off torrential storms. Okay, so she is capable of 80, that's a good thing to know. I hit 70/80 this morning, but yeah, okay. 80 mile an hour, very doable. This is diddly fuck all use. It buffers about, oh no, it does have an effect, okay. But most of it is going like straight into my own fucking face. Oh dearie me. Yeah, you can feel the wind, like no wind, but like as soon as you get to in front of your face, that's when it hits you. So, you know, the Ninja's fairing would actually push it up and over, but then again, the Ninja, you were more down, so yeah, I get it. But now that I'm correcting my sitting posture and my spine, I'm sitting more upright, which means I'll just go oh fucking hell.